Jollifer 9211 coming at you with some more videos. I wasn't dueling for about a week. My Wi-Fi had gone down as I had told you guys last video. So obviously right now I'm at gold tier 1 and gonna go back into platinum. So my dual 2 decks, one of them in my channel is heavily discussed hand traps, and I always tell you those decks are trash. The truth is they form more than like 95% of decks that exist, which makes them popular. But as I've always said, YCS, the top 20 doesn't have any hand traps. So people can't figure that out because they're not smart. It's also like people who are smart are small, it's a small number, and people who are not smart, they're the majority. So the YCS top 20, they don't have any hand traps. So that's the minority. The majority of them do. So in this duel, in two of my turns, like turn number one, and then I go standby phase during his turn, and then I go back to my turn again, I get negated 6 times or more, and nothing happens to my deck at all. The interesting part is when you go, like I've always repeat myself, when we go to your channel, to other people's channel, they're afraid of weak cards like kaijus. They're afraid of getting negated 3 times in a turn. They're afraid of Feather Duster. Basically, all the cards that exist, they're scared of them all. And all of those things are lies. Dark Magician doesn't care about all those cards. Those cards are worthless and other hand traps. So you judge for yourself. Check this out. Go to anybody else's out of the millions of YouTubers. Go see them go through a bunch of negations. My max to a record today is I think 3 turns, 9 or 10 negations, and nothing happened to me. I still killed the guy. So here we go. So if you cut the negations so far, this is my second turn, I believe. We're at 5, so we need or 6. I think we're at 5 or 6 negations already done against us. Um, Basically, all the cards in your hand are dead. But in my channel, we don't cry, we don't complain, we just get the job done. On top of everything, we took a ash blossom, so we're already like at 6 negations done against us. Basically, nothing we played has resolved. We have no cards. Everything else left in our hand and field are dead cards. Dark magic attack! And remember the question that I always ask in my channel. It's not necessarily how many negations I can take, because I can take a lot. That's not never a problem. I'm not a crybaby. The question is always the same. How many negations can they take? Because I've already taken 6, right? My field is empty. My hand was empty. Everything was dead. I was about to lose. But in my channel, we don't cry and we don't complain. We just get the job done, and that's it. There's a period after that. So, Dark Magician, Dark Magic Attack, my staple move, and then I went into Macabre, and then attacked. And let's see how many negations he can take. We haven't done any negations against him. Let's test them. So here we go, guys. No cards in our hand. There was no cards on the field. We had 2 or 3 cards in our hand, and they were all dead. Everything was dead. Everything was negated. All 6 cards. There was nothing to do but to end my turn. But now it's his turn. How many? Let's see if he can get past 1 negation only. Only 1 negation. Please don't act surprised. This is something that always happens in my channel. I go through about 9 negations done against me in 3 turns, or 10. or three to four in one turn, or 6 to 7 on 2 turns, like right now. But as soon as I do one negation on them, lost connection. They just they either surrender or lost connection. This is old news. This has been going on for me since 2, 3 years. So there you go. Dark magic attack. I'm gonna show you the next video. The next video is gonna be a deck called Necrovally. I've been asked if I can beat it because apparently it locks my deck. So you be the judge. You check it out for yourself. Here we go, you guys. We're going up against Necrovally now. So basically, Necrovally is kryptonite for Dark Magician deck. So on other channels, they tell you that um, Solemn Strike, Solemn Judgment, Harpy's Feather Duster, all those cards, that they're kryptonite against Dark Magician, that they beat the deck. That's because the Dark Magician players suck. Solemn Judgment, Solemn Strike, Feather, all of those cards do nothing to the Dark Magician deck. They tell you Rageki destroys Dark Magician deck. So at this point, he figured out that I still have cards in my hand, and I'm gonna be able to draw more with the Dark Magician. Plus, I can draw the the Dark Magician. Even if he plays Necrovally, I can play around it. He realizes that he has to go on defense because I'm about to go into a lot of firepower, but guess what? It doesn't matter if he goes into defense or not. The outcome is the same. Solemn judgment. Worthless card. He got rid of the macabre? No problem. Just bring another one. There you go. Freaking nation surrendered. So it didn't matter what he did. It was all a waste of my time, like it usually is. And Solemn Judgment, no matter what he played, Regeki, Harpy's Feather Duster, none of those cards affect my Dark Magician deck. Nothing you don't already know. Dark Magic Attack.